Well, welcome everyone to Game 3 of this series between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Philadelphia Phillies. See some acquisitions that have happened, some transactions. Brewers is doing a lot of trading, mostly for some guys on the farm. There's your starting lineups for today. We'll see those again a little bit later. But the Brewers looking to get the sweep here at Citizens Bank Park, home of the Phillies. Brewers on a 4-game winning streak, Phillies on a 7-game slide. Brewers looking to stay perfect on the road this season and take a 3-game winning streak on the road to Cincinnati, where they'll play 2 games tomorrow. Brewers looking pretty fired up in the dugout. They should be. They've had a really good run here. As we take a look at our starting pitcher for the Phillies, it's Vince Velasquez. Started in 1 game already this season and is 0-1. 5.40 ERA. Gave up 3 home runs in his last outing against the Mets. He started last on Monday. He's going to step in against Lorenzo Cain, who's on a 6-game hitting streak.
Off the afternoon for
He's really starting to swing the bat really well. Exactly what Craig Counsell wants out of his leadoff man. Here's the first pitch. It misses inside, and we're glad you're with us here on this Sunday afternoon. As you mentioned, the Phillies, they're 2-7. Started out the season 2-0. They've lost their last 7. They're looking to get back on track, and the Brewers are looking to stay hot. Here comes the 1-0 to Cain, and he drives that one to shallow left. McCutcheon's there. He makes the catch for the first out. Starting lineup's the same as it's been for almost all these games. Cain, Yelich, and Hira. And then it'll be Avisail Garcia, Ryan Braun, Omar Narvaez, who's still batting .400, 5 triples in the last 3 games. Jed Jerko over at third, Arcia at short, and your starting pitcher is Eric Lauer. As Christian Yelich steps up here with 1 out in the first, and he grounds one over to the hole, but that's going to be Harrison playing second today. He'll make the play. He's over in shallow right on the shift, and 2 quick outs for the Brewers here in the first.
Captain Yura.
It's a little bit of a different lineup for the Phillies. We'll show you that when they come up in the bottom of the first. Keston Hiura steps up to the plate. He's having a great series. He's on a 4-game hitting streak. Check swing. Check the ump down there, and he says he did not go, so it's 1-0. Here's batting 3 for 8 in the series. He's got a home run. He's got 5 RBIs. Tied the game with a 3-run double yesterday, and he's up in the count 2-0. And that misses as well, so it's 3-0. Here's the pitch. That's in there for a strike. (3-1) to Hira, and that's also in there. So Velasquez works the count back to full. Hira doesn't agree with that pitch. Thought it was a little bit out. It's now full. Here comes the payoff pitch, and Hira sends that one to right center, but Nick Williams is there to make the catch and retire the side. So the Brewers go down in order here in the first. Kingery, McCutcheon, and Harper due up for the Phillies. So Eric Lauer gets the start here today for the Brewers. He's 0-1. He's the only starter that's taken a loss on the season. Pitched on Monday against the Cardinals. Went 5 innings, struck out 6, did walk 3. His three runs he gave up just came on that 1 home run that he gave up to Matt Carpenter.
Leading up for the Phillies, the shortstop, Scott Kingery.
A lot of his, well, that was just late in the game, so got off to a good start, but wasn't able to finish out the inning. See there, the Brewers are 6-2 on the season. They are at the top of the division. No, it's early, but always good when you're playing in first place. Scott Kingery steps up, leading off again for the Phillies. Takes one inside. Kingery is 0 for 8 on the series. That one's in there. Kingery's played second the last 2 games, but with a lefty pitching today. Harrison's going to get the start. Kingery's going to shift over to short. See Andrew McCutcheon's on deck. Here comes the 3-1 from Lauer, and that one misses. Looks like it might have gotten the top of the zone, but it is not in there, and it's a leadoff walk for Kingery.
The left fielder, Andrew McCutcheon.
As Andrew McCutcheon steps up to the plate. It's 0 for 7 in the series. And the runner's going, and there's a foul ball. So looking to get some runners in motion, trying to move the defense around. Phillies have struggled with their offense. They scored. There's a pitch out, keeping Kingery in check over there. Larry Bullard is behind home plate. James Kingsley, Gary Simmons, and some other dude. But all of the Phillies' runs have come off of home runs, so it looks like they're trying a different approach, trying to get some base runners, trying to get some base hits, try not to rely on that long ball a little too much. Brewers scored 7 in yesterday's game. None of it via the home run. That one misses, so it's 2-1. So Lauer finding himself in trouble early on here in the first. Going back to the Brewers, they've been timely hitting. They've done a lot with 2 outs. Done a lot late in the game. Here's the 2-1, and that's fouled back, so it's 2-2. Again, contributions from everyone up and down the lineup. Kane's doing a good job getting on base. Here is starting to catch fire. McCutcheon hits another one foul. Orlando Arcia has 3 RBIs with 2 outs in the series. Garcia had 2 hits yesterday. It's a team that's getting production from everybody. There's one up the middle, tight ends for 2. To Arcia, he's going to get it to first, and that's a double play. So, leadoff walk is erased with the 1-6-3 double play.
Batting third, the right fielder.
We take a look at the lineup that Joe Girardi's put together here. Scott Kingery and Andrew McCutcheon are now erased. Bryce Harper, Rhys Hoskins, and JT Realmuto. Didi Gregorius is going to move over to third. He's also going to move down in the order. Nick Williams moves up to 7th, and he's in center. Josh Harrison's at 2nd. And Vince Velasquez is in the 9th spot. Here's the pitch to Harper. That misses outside with the cutter. It's 1-0. Bryce Harper's 0 for the series. Walked on Thursday. Did have a stolen base. He was still trying to put it together as he rips one down the line, but that is just foul. So once again, Harper hitting the ball hard. Just not able to put it where people aren't. Here's the 1-1. That one just misses off the inside corner. 2-1 on the power hitting right fielder. There's the 2-1 from Lauer. Spins that curveball in there, and he evens it up at 2-2. So Lauer getting into some trouble early with those first 2 batters. Gets the double play. Bouncing back really nice here against Harper. Let's see what he has 2-2. Here's the pitch. There's a fly ball to left. Garcia's racing back, and he's there at the track for the final out of the inning. So leadoff walk goes for naught, and after 1, we're scoreless.
Leading off for the Brewers, the left fielder, number 24.
And Avisail Garcia steps up to lead off the second here. And that one misses outside, 1-0. Garcia had 98 career home runs. Got a home run on Wednesday against the Cardinals in the 7th inning. That gave the Brewers the lead that they would hold. That one misses as well, so it's 2-0. Garcia did go 2 for 4 yesterday, trying to get that average back up, trying to get on a little bit of a streak here. And there's one that's ripped into the gap. That should be extra bases. That one is going to bounce off the fence, and Garcia is going to be standing at second with a lead-off double. So good piece of hitting with 2-0, and the Brewers are in business here in the second. First double of the season for Garcia. It's that one right at the knees, and that one sounded good off the bat all the way to the fence. And Brewers have a runner at second with nobody out, and Ryan Braun up to bat. And misses inside for a ball. So like mentioned at the beginning, Velasquez has given up some power hits. He's given up the 3 home runs. They're all solo shots. Now he's going to have a runner on base here. Ryan Braun up. He misses again, so it's 2-0. Braun is 2 for 9 in the series. 1 for 5 in yesterday's game. Hit one up the middle that Kingery couldn't make a good glove on. Here's the 2-0. That slider misses up, so it's 3-0. And hot hitting Omar Narvaez is on deck. There's the 3-0 to Braun, and thought about going around, but just checks his swing, and that one's in there for a strike. So 3-1. That one misses, so Runners on first and second here after a walk to Braun. They'll bring up Omar Narvaez.
Batting fifth, the catcher, Omar Narvaez.
Narvaez 3 for 8 on the series. He's got 2 doubles, probably the hottest hitter on the Brewers right now. We got that 5-game hitting streak going. Brewers love another extra base hit from him right here. He's got first and second, no outs. And he takes a slider in there for a strike. Narvaez has 5 doubles in his last 3 games. A 3 on Wednesday, a double on Thursday. So he's even more impressive than the hitting streak is his doubles streak. Here's the 0-1, and he a little half swing. It's going to be a pop-up to Kingery, and that's the first out of the inning. So kind of got tied up on that one. Maybe wanted to go a half swing on it, but couldn't hold the back just enough. And he pops it out. Here's your infield. A little different look here on Sunday. McCutchen, Williams, and Harper, that's the same, but where it's a little different. Gregorius moves over to third. Kingery moves to short. Harrison getting the start for Neil Walker is at second. Rhys Hoskins at first. And the Gold Glove winner, JT Realmuto, with the 3-run homer yesterday, is behind the dish again. So Jed Jerko is up with 2 on and 1 out. And he hits that one to right field. Harper is going to coast under that one. He's going to make the catch. Garcia tags at second. He'll make it over to third. It's quickly 2 outs here in the second.
Batting it, the shortstop, Orlando Arcia.
So Arcia steps up to the plate with runners at the corners and 2 outs. I mentioned earlier, all 3 of his RBIs have come with 2 outs this series. So let's see if he has another at-bat in him where he can do it again. Here's the pitch, and that misses inside, 1-0. See a 3 for 8. Had the go-ahead double in yesterday's game. Here's the 1-0 pitch. He swings and misses at that slider, just a little bit ahead of that one. Counts even at 1-1. There's the 1-1 to Arcia. Waits back on that one, but fly ball to Harper. He's underneath it, and that will do it for the Brewers in the second. So leadoff double and a walk to start the inning, and 3 straight go down. The Brewers get nothing here in the second. So Rhys Hoskins is going to lead off the second here for the Phillies.
The first baseman.
3rd straight game that he's leading off the second.
Hoskins.
Hit the solo home run on Thursday. That got the Phillies on the board. Saw only 1 pitch from Freddie Peralta and smoked it to left field. Lauer bounces one in there for a ball. In there for a strike. Hoskins has been most of the offense for these Phillies. He's 3 for 8, has the home run, and he hits that one over on the right side, and it's 1-2. using all parts of the field, too. Had a ground ball that went to first, but because of the shift, it was a double, and now the count's even 2-2. Was able to stretch that to 2. Well, it was... And he would score later on the JT Realmuto home run. His ball boy can't quite get that one at first bounce. Has to run a little bit further. He's going to give a high five to Christian Yelich. Here's the 2-2. They get him to chase the curveball, and it misses, and the count runs full on Hoskins. Looking for something up. Here's the 3-2, and a swing and a miss. Got him swinging on that inside fastball, and there's the first strikeout for Lauer on the day.
Batting fifth, the catcher.
So a good sequence from Lauer, but tied up Hoskins at the end. Too much on the hands, and Hoskins can't fight it off. And it's a strikeout to start the inning for Eric Lauer as he faces JT Realmuto. That one misses. Realmuto had the 3-run home run in yesterday's game. It's the only offense the Phillies could muster, though. There's the 2-0 from Lauer, and that misses as well. So might be working a little carefully here on the slugging catcher here. Quickly down 3-0. Let's see what he has in store. See if he wants to get back into this count. He does. Fastball poured in there, and it's 3-1. Is in there as well. So back-to-back fastballs, and he's back in there. Full count here on Realmuto. Vars wants something up. Let's see what he comes with, and that's a fly ball to center, but Kane's right there. And there's the second out of the inning.
Batting fifth, the third baseman, Didi Gregorius.
So Didi Gregorius steps up to the plate. He's playing third base today. 1 for 8 on the series. That's in there for a strike. There's the 0-1. That misses upstairs, and it's even at 1-1. This is outside on the fastball, 2-1. Brewers pitchers have kept these big bats for the Phillies in check. Only giving up 4 runs. Big story will be how that bullpen continue. If they can continue their success, they've gone 15 straight innings. As Gregorius inside out to Jerko, he's going to have to make a tough play, and the throw's not in time, and Gregorius is on with a 2-out single. So tough play there with the shift on. And Nick Williams is going to bat here with 2 outs and a runner at first. Moving up, he's batted in the 8th spot the last 2 games. Going to give him that 7-hole today. See if that can change his luck up a little bit. Philly fanatic trying to get this crowd going here with 2 outs. Here's the pitch, and that misses outside. Williams 1 for 5 in the series. He was 1 for 2 yesterday. A little looper that Garcia couldn't quite make the play on, and then he tried to extend it to a double, but got thrown out by a good 12 steps, and he swings and misses through that one, and it's 1-1. Fouls out and away, 1-2. So Garcia makes a nice diving play, doesn't quite come up with the ball. Williams must have thought it squirted away a little bit further, and he was going to be able to make it to 2, but wasn't able to. Gets thrown out. That was the only hit that Alex Claudio gave up. He went the minimum because of that. There's the 2-2 to Williams. That misses inside, so Gregorius is going to get a head start over at first. Check of the runner over there. Here's the payoff pitch to Williams, and that misses, and it's a walk. So, base hit and a walk
Batting
after 2 quick outs.
the second
Lauer
baseman,
has 2 guys on, 2 outs here in the second.
Harrison.
Josh Harrison steps up to the plate. Last appeared on Thursday. Walked in a pinch hit. Well, he was in on a double switch, so not technically a pinch hit. But that was the last time he played. And that strikes in there. So he got the zone right before it looked like it was a ball, so he's quickly up 0-1 on Harrison. Keeping an eye on Gregorius over at second. Here's the pitch, and that's another slot curveball that time. Look at the pitches for Eric Lauer. Thrown 26 pitches, about half and half on balls and strikes. He's up on Harrison, 0-2. Here's the pitch, and that's in the dirt. Nice block by Narvaez, and they'll keep the runners where they're at. So there's the 1-2 to Harrison. A little pop fly into center. Kane's moving under it, and he's got it for the final out of the inning. So, a base hit and a walk, but nothing else after that, and we're still scoreless after 2. So Eric Lauer is going to step up and face his
The pitcher, Eric
opposing pitcher
Lauer.
here. Eric Lauer doesn't have a hit on the season yet. He takes a strike. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Got him on that little curveball. Fooled Romude 0-2. Here's the 0-2. And one misses down, 1-2. Well, this guy's working quick here. Knows he's got the pitcher up there, so. And a little pop fly to Kingery. He's got it for the first out of the inning.
Up next for Milwaukee, the center fielder.
So if you're watching later, if you're watching live, thanks for joining us here on this Sunday afternoon. Remember to subscribe to this YouTube channel for updates on when I'm going live with broadcasts, when I post highlights of any games that you happen to miss. Also follow me on Twitter, tuckercomedy.com. It's mostly just posting about when I'm going live. I don't have a lot of other posts lately. Here's the 0-1 to Kane, and he smokes that one foul. So quickly down 0-2 here on Velasquez. Here's the pitch. Fights that one off. Going to be a little tapper. Gets by Velasquez. Try to go behind the back, but can't make the play. And Kane's going to be on with a base hit. So
Up next for Milwaukee,
a little swinging bunt. Velasquez couldn't make the play.
Christian.
Harrison charging in. Couldn't make it either. And with Kane's wheels, was able to make it for a base hit. So it'll be Christian Yelich with a runner on. And he swings through that fastball at 97 for the first strike. Yelich, 4 for 11 on the series, has a home run. And provide something here, and he swings and misses at that knuckle curve. And it's quickly 0-2 again on a Brewers hitter. Check a Kane at first. Here's the pitch. Doesn't chase that one, and it's 1-2. 1-2 pitch, misses up and in, so it's 2-2 on Yelich. So right back in the driver's seat, doesn't want to take him full. Never know if Kane still can take a base here and there. There's the 2-2. In the dirt. Nice block by Realmuto. Doesn't get far away enough. And Kane has to hold at first, but it's a full count on Yelich. So we'll see if Kane is in motion with one out. Stays put. Yelich goes the other way with it. Nice play by Gregorius. Gets the out at second, but Yelich is safe at first. So they'll get the lead runner, and there's 2 outs.
Now batting, second baseman, Keston.
Nice backhanded play by Gregorius off the back foot to get enough power to get Kane at second. But Yelich is going to be on with the fielder's choice, and that's going to bring up the hot hitting Keston Hira. pitch out. Trying to keep Yelich a little bit more in check. Here's the 1-0 to Hira. Swings and misses at that fastball at the top of the zone, and it's 1-1. It's hard to believe Keston Hira was in an 0 for 15 slump at one point. He's really come alive these last few games. Getting base hits, driving in runs. He's actually been playing a pretty good second base as well. Hasn't had as many errors. Keeping the ball in front of him, making the plays. Check of Yelich over there. Here's the 2-1. He's going. That's in there for a strike, but Yelich is in there with his 6th stolen base of the season. Gets a pretty good jump, but has the right pitch to steal on, as it was one of those knuckle curves. And Christian Yelich just continues to steal bases. Now Hira has a runner in scoring position here in the 3rd. Here's the pitch. Takes it to right field, but it's foul. So we'll do it again here at 2-2. Yelich getting a good lead over at second. Here comes the pitch. And that's a called strike 3. Fooled him on the knuckle curve here. I thought it might have been a little low. But the home plate umpire says that is called strike 3. And that'll do it for the Brewers here in the 3rd. So Kane gets a base hit. Yelich gets on from the fielder's choice. Steals a bag, but he's stranded at second. We move to the bottom of the 3rd here. And it'll be Vince Velasquez who will lead off for the Phillies. Facing Eric Lauer. His 3rd inning of work here. That was his 45th pitch of the game. There's a swing and a miss. Velasquez is 0 for 2 on the season. And there's a fly ball into left. Plenty of room for Garcia. He makes the play for the 1st out.
The batter, number 4.
So we go back to the top of the order. Scott Kingery here.
Kingery.
With 1 out in the 3rd. He walked in his last at-bat. Because it was the first time he's on base, really got to see what his wheels are like. He had some slide step, pitched out a little bit, takes the ball up. Trying to keep him in check. He's a good runner. There's a race on the double play, though, in the 1st. And that's a fastball that misses. That looked like that was right down the middle. Lauer doesn't really know what to think about that one. Just going to laugh that one off and say, hey, everyone makes a mistake here and there. Here's the 2-0, and that misses as well. So it's 3-0 on the leadoff man for the Phillies. Let's see if Lauer comes back. Here's the 3-0. That one's in there for a strike. That one looked worse than the one that was called a ball earlier in the at-bat. But what can you do? Well, we're going to try to climb back in the count here. Here's the 3-1. That one misses upstairs, so another walk for Kingery. And the Phillies have a base runner with 1 out in the 3rd.
The batter, the left fielder.
So kind of got hosed on that one. That'll be the 3rd walk issued by Lauer. Gave up 3 in his last start. And pitch out. Nothing going there. So it's 1-0 on Andrew McCutchen. Grounded into the double play back in the 1st. It's 0 for 8 in the series. A lot of these Phillies hitters, hopefully they'll figure out how to hit after the Brewers leave. And that one misses, so it's 2-0. So Lauer having trouble with the strike zone once again in this inning. Getting behind on batters. Getting himself into some situations that Craig Counsell would prefer that he not get into. And the runner's going. And he's not in time, so Kingery has a stolen base. Gets a good jump. Pitch was a little low. And can't quite get him out second there. As you see, he's in there. And that's a stolen base for Kingery. So 2-1 on McCutcheon. That's a fly ball. That's going to get into the gap. Yelich is chasing it down, but it's going to be off the fence. Kane is going to make the play. And Kingery's around, and he's going to score. And Andrew McCutcheon puts the Phillies on the board with a one-out double.
The right fielder, number 3, Bryce Harper.
Good power to opposite field. Hits it high off the fence. And the Phillies have a 1-0 lead here in the third. Now Bryce Harper is up to bat. He swings and misses at that slider, way ahead of it. And it's 0-1. Flew out to left his last at bat. 0 for 7 on the series. Here's the pitch. This is upstairs, 1-1. For 1,000 hits in just 8 seasons for Bryce Harper. He's going to be playing in a Phillies uniform for a very long time. And that one misses, so it's 2-1. So these Phillies batters making Lauer work for it here. Working the count, getting pitches they want to see, and Harper drives one to left field. Garcia's back, and he'll make the play. McCutcheon's going to stay at second. And there are 2 down. So got a good pitch to hit, but just got underneath it.
Number 17.
And there are 2 outs here in the third, sorry. Rhys Hoskins steps in, struck out in the second. He's one that can put a jolt in a ball and make this a 3-run game in no time. Here's the pitch. That's a fly ball to center, but Kane's got plenty of room. And he'll secure it for the final out of the inning. But an RBI double from Andrew McCutcheon gives the Phillies a 1-0 lead here after 3 innings complete. Avisail Garcia steps up to lead off the inning for the Brewers. Led off the second with a double. He takes one in the dirt, and it's 1-0. There's another one that's going to be into shallow center, and that's down for a base hit. So Garcia with 2 hits on the day, and the Brewers have a base runner with nobody out.
The first baseman, number 8.
So there's that little spark that Garcia was looking for. He's got 2-game hitting streak going on now. Not only that, but he's got a 2-hit, 2-game. I don't even know how to say that. As Braun smokes that one to center, Williams, though, is there to make the catch. And there's the first out. So being aggressive on that first pitch as Ryan Braun smokes that to center. Just off the end of the bat. And that's a quick out. And Omar Narvaez steps up to the plate. Had a little check swing pop out to short last at bat. Check with Garcia, and he's back in. There's the pitch, and that misses down for a ball. And Narvaez was close to not even keeping that hitting streak yesterday. He was up to bat in the 7th. Thought maybe that would be his last at bat as he ended the inning. Then the Brewers score a couple in the 9th, got him back up there. He actually drove in a run in the 9th. And got his hit to keep his streak alive. Here's the 1-1 to Narvaez, and he hits that one into the hole, and there's a base hit, so that hitting streak continues, and it gets by Harper. He has to go back and get it. Garcia's going to make the way to third, and he's going to be in there. So base hit for Narvaez. Probably going to be an error on Harper to advance Garcia to third. So runners at the corners with 1 out, and here comes Jed Jerko. And he takes a strike. So Jerko's 0 for 7 in this series. He's starting to hit a little bit of a slump, but if you can break out of it here, Brewers would really appreciate it. Phillies score one in the bottom of the third. A little check swing, but he doesn't go around, and it's 1-1. Phillies get scoring first, but they've done that in the last 2 games against these Brewers. The Brewers have been able to come back and win both those games. Here's the 1-1. There's a hanging curve, but it hangs a little too high, and it's 2-1. So Jed Jerko hoping to get something good here with the 2-1 count. Hits from Garcia and Narvaez here in the fourth. Jerko looking to add one on himself. Here's the 2-1. And that one's ripped down the line, but foul. Evens it up here at 2-2. Let's see what Velazquez wants here. Looking for that double play ball. Here's the pitch. And it's fouled away. So we got good movement on that pitch. Got Jerko out ahead of it a little bit, but he's able to spoil it. We'll do it again here at 2-2. Here's the pitch, and that misses outside. So full count on the Brewers' third baseman. One out, runners at the corners. Full count pitch on its way to Jed Jerko. Those fans get into their feet. They know this is a big out right here. They can get it. Here comes the full count pitch, and that misses upstairs. So Jed Jerko works the walk, and the bases are loaded for Orlando Arcia.
Now batting, the shortstop.
Arcia.
Orlando.
A lot of people say Arcia. It's actually Arcia. I have to catch myself doing that every once in a while. Flew out in the second, but he has been hitting really well with runners in scoring position here early in the season. Unfortunately, there isn't 2 outs. Well, let's see if he can do it with 1 out. He takes a ball, 1-0. See there, batting .333 with runners in scoring position. Here's the pitch from Velazquez, and that misses as well, so 2-0. So Velazquez having a little trouble finding the zone here. Garcia's been doing a great job early this season, working the count, having some really good at-bats. Making these pitchers work a little bit more, especially as the pitcher heads into these middle innings. And here's the 2-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. That's 2-1. Brewers want to get to this bullpen. That's been the story of this series. The story of the Phillies season has been that bullpen that's been giving up a lot of runs. Here's the 2-1. And there's one on the right side, and that is through for a base hit. And Orlando Arcia has tied this game up 1-1. So once again, Orlando Arcia coming through in the clutch, drives in another run. That's 4 RBIs in the series for him. And the bases are still loaded with 1 out. I'll bring up Eric Lauer. See what kind of play they have. Probably just trying to make him throw a bunch of pitches here. Lauer led off the third and popped out. Here's the 1-0. And a swing and a drive to the gap in left center. And Williams is going to be there to make the play, but that's going to be plenty deep to score Narvaez. And the Brewers pitcher helps himself and puts the Brewers on top. So a great swing. Just a little bit of air underneath it. Williams makes a heck of a play. But the Brewers have the lead here in the fourth. So Eric Lauer doing a great job. He has a 1-0 pitch, and he just drives it to the gap, but nice play by Williams. And it was plenty deep. Just keep it to 1 run here as Lorenzo Cain hits one back up the middle. Kingery's there. He'll make the flip to Harrison, and that'll do it for the Brewers in the fourth. But they answer right back, scoring 2 in their half of the fourth, and they have the lead 2-1. Taking a look at Citizens Bank Park here in Philadelphia. Oh, Heidi, I'm sorry, we got to get this figured out. This is just very unprofessional of us to be in a situation where we call down to our sideline reporter. Her microphone doesn't even work. It's just embarrassing on so many fronts. They're telling Joe Girardi about that right now, or what's supposed to look like Joe Girardi. It's just a real bummer. But we'll get it figured out someday, Heidi. JT Realmuto steps up here in the fourth.
Real
Muto. So I don't have like a media guide or anything to kind of help me out with these pronunciations. So I just go off of what I feel the last name should be. And if there was baseball on, I'd probably know it a lot better too. I feel like with JT Realmuto, he's a pretty popular player, pretty good player. Yeah, I should know that. But here we are. I follow the Brewers very closely, and I still screw up Arcia's last name. So there you go. I can just call him the Phillies catcher with the 2-1 count. Takes a strike, and it's even at 2-2. You saw there Brett Suter warming up in the Brewers bullpen. That one misses inside, so count runs full. And the pitch. That one's ripped down the line, heads up down there. It's that barrier, though, first, so that's good. And we'll do it again here, full count. Pitch from Lauer, in there for a strike. Oh, and Realmuto didn't think that was a strike, but that looked like it was right down the middle. And Eric Lauer has his second strikeout of the game. Looking at the pitch speed comparison, tried to combine the two. Eric Lauer getting up to 95, Velasquez getting up to 97. We've seen a lot of off-speed pitches by Velasquez. Just trying to keep these Brewers hitters off balance a little bit. It's Didi Gregorius in there. He's 1 for 1 on the game. He takes one upstairs for a ball. The 1-0. Just a bit inside, and it's 2-0. Looking for something up. See what he comes back with. And that one misses as well. Man, those inside corners, or at least that part of the plate, do not look like to be in the favor of the home plate umpire. Kind of a couple of pitches there. It looks like he's missed, and counts now 3-0. That one's in there for a strike. So spun one in there. Tried to get Gregorius to chase. Here's the 3-1. There's a fly ball to center. Canes under it. And there's 2 away. So 2 up and 2 down for Lauer here in the bottom of the fourth. I'll bring up the center fielder, Nick Williams. Walked back in the second. Lauer looking for a quick innings. Had a few long ones here. There's a swing and a miss. Had a quick first inning, as you see the shift that they have on for Williams, expecting him to pull the ball here. That one misses down low. Williams late on that one. Hits that one into the camera well, but just a hard foul ball there, and it's 1-2 here on the center fielder. Here's the pitch. And a called strike 3 on the outside corner. Williams taking a practice swing, thinking he's going to get another crack at it, but everyone else is leaving the field, and now he just looks silly in that box. After 4, Brewers still lead by 1. Christian Yelich leads off the 5th here for the Brewers. Reached on a fielder's choice, later stole a base. That one misses for a ball. Victor Arano, Adam Morgan warming up for the Phillies. So Velasquez. That's his 64th pitch. Hasn't been pitching that bad. Ran into some trouble in the last inning, where he gave up the runs. Phillies bullpen has been working quite a bit this series. They've given up a lot of runs, so Joe Girardi is hoping that if Vince Velasquez can just keep it at 2-1 here and hope that the offense gets going, That'd be the best case scenario. Needs some innings out of his starter today as Yelich swings through the 3-0 pitch. 3-1, foul tipped. Hung on to by Real Muto, and it's 3-2 quickly on Christian Yelich. Full count offering here to Yelich. Just misses on the outside corner, and Christian Yelich leads off the fifth with a walk.
Now batting, the second baseman, Keston Hiura.
Keston Hiura steps in, 0 for 2. Struck out looking to end the third. This is where Keston Hiura seems to be more comfortable. Middle of the game, seen a few pitches. Somebody starts getting the bat on the ball. It's 2 for 4 yesterday. Really starting to come alive now. Yelich over at first, always a threat to run. Got the slide step going, and Hiura pushes that one to the right field. That's going to get all the way to the wall. Should be extra bases. Yelich is on his way to third, and he is going to hold up there. And Keston Hiura has doubles in back-to-back games. And there's runners at second and third here with nobody out. Another great approach by Keston Hiura. He's been using that opposite field a lot better here in these recent games. That one gets all the way to the fence. Dives in for the double. The Brewers are in business here, and they have chased Vince Velasquez. Vince Velasquez only goes 4+. He's going to make way for Adam Morgan, the lefty, to face Avisail Garcia. Morgan in his 6th game does have that 1.69 ERA, kind of the bright spot in this bullpen. Pitched an inning yesterday, had a walk, had a strikeout. So another rough outing by a Phillies starting pitcher. That's to make for a long day for the bullpen once again. As Garcia's in there, and he rips that one foul. Got a good one there, but just out ahead of it. Yelich is at third. Here is at second. Nobody out. Top of the 5th. Brewers have a 1-run lead here in the 5th. Garcia waits on that one. That one's into the gap and deep and back, and that is to the fence. That's going to score 2. Garcia is going to be in at second, and the Brewers extend their lead on the 3rd hit of the game by Garcia, his 2nd double of the game, and it is 4-1 Milwaukee. So that officially closes the book on Velasquez. He gives up 4 runs, all earned. Now Morgan responsible for the runner at second with Ryan Braun up. He takes one in, 1-0. So Brewers getting it done with runners in scoring position here today. Get the sac fly, they get the base hit from Garcia. And now a 2-run double from Avisail Garcia. Braun rips it foul. Welcome to those who've just joined us. Brewers just added to their lead with the Garcia double. Orlando Arcia, RBI single to tie the game. Eric Lauer had a sac fly. That put the Brewers up 2-1 in the 4th. And the Phillies get a run off of a Andrew McCutchen double back in the 3rd. As Braun takes one inside, it's 2-1. Brewers have already chased the starting pitcher for the Phillies. And get to work more against that Phillies bullpen that's given up a lot of runs here in this game. See Omar Narvaez, he's on deck. He extended his hitting streak back in the 4th. Led off the inning with a single. There's the pitch, and that's ripped foul. Got a good one there too, but just missed it. So full count here to Braun. Chunk of Garcia. Here's the full count pitch, and he fights that one off. We'll do it again here at 3-2. pitch to Braun. And he drives another one foul. Just can't keep the weight back and drive that one. Another one that was a long foul ball. And do it again here at 3-2. Here's the payoff pitch. And Braun fouls it into the netting. Braun having a good at-bat here. Still looking for something he can drive. Nobody out here. Runner on second. Here's the pitch from Morgan, and he hits that one, but it's foul. So even after he's been on the ball, pulling it down the line, still going with pitches. Good approach by Braun here. Seeing a lot of pitches here from the relief pitcher. There's another one that's foul. So 4 straight foul balls here from Ryan Braun. He's working the count here. Well, he's already worked it to full count, but he's working the pitch count now. This will be the 14th pitch for Morgan here. And it's a swing and a miss. So a good battle, but Morgan wins it. That's a strikeout for Braun. That's the first out of the inning.
The batter, the catcher, Omar.
Good fastball. Braun couldn't catch up to it. And he's down swinging. But a good battle. Made Morgan throw a lot of pitches. And now bring up Omar Narvaez. He's 1 for 2. Had a single back in the 4th. And that misses. Yeah, things really started to click after that single from Narvaez. Harper misplayed the ball in right. That got Garcia over to third. There's the 1-0. There's a foul ball. Jerko had walked to load the bases. And Orlando Arcia has another RBI, his 4th RBI of the series. And there's a fly ball to left, and that's going to get down for a base hit. Garcia's making the turn at third, and he is going to score. And Omar Narvaez has another hit, and he has another RBI, and the Brewers are up 5-1.
Now
so the hits just keep coming for the Brewers. Hitting with runners in scoring position. And Jed Jerko up to bat with 1 out. Runner on first, 3 already in for the Brewers here. They scored 7 yesterday. That was the most they've scored in a game, and they're threatening to beat that one here today. Here's the 1-0. Jerko misses that one. Got him out in front of the slider. Here's the 1-1. High fly ball to center field. Williams has plenty of room, and he'll make the catch for out number 2.
The batter, number 3, shortstop, Orlando Arcia.
And I'll bring up Orlando Arcia. RBI single last inning. Going to keep this going here for the Brewers. And here's the pitch, and that's in there for a strike. Here's the 0-1. Fouls that one away, so quickly 0-2 on the Brewers shortstop. And Morgan came in relief this inning, already thrown 22 pitches. This will be pitch number 23. Garcia keeps his weight back on that one, but that one's going to be foul. Yeah, 3 balls, 20 strikes. So he's pouring in the strikes, but the Brewers are putting the bat on it, making him pay. That one misses, so only his 4th ball of the inning for him. 3 balls on Braun. Ball here. Everyone else has been up there swinging. Not a lot of nibbling from Adam Morgan here. See what he has in store for Arcia here in 1-2, and that one's a call. 3rd strike. Arcia can't believe it, but that's okay. Brewers score 3 here in the 5th. Extend their lead 5-1.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please.
So Brett Suter is going to come into the game. His fourth appearance. Got the win on Tuesday against the Cardinals. He went 2 innings. So Eric Lauer's only going to go 4 innings. Won't actually be in line for the win.
Harrison.
Lauer just gives up the 2 hits and the 1 run. Suter starts out Josh Harrison here with a strike. Harrison shaking his head, doesn't like that call. So interesting move by Craig Counsell, even with a 4-run lead. And that one misses. Looked pretty good from here. It's 1-1. That one misses 2-1. So even after the 1-2-3 inning in the 4th, Counsell's just going to play a little pitch management here. Just go to his bullpen. That has been very effective for him in this series. And Suter gets Harrison to follow that one away, and it's 2-2. Here's the pitch. Fly ball to left field. Garcia's got plenty of room. And he's got the catch for out number 1.
The pitcher, number 46, Adam.
So Adam Morgan looks like he's going to
Your attention, please.
not bat.
Pinch hitting for the Phillies, number 72, Kyle Garlick.
And Kyle Garlick is going to pinch hit here in the 5th. And that's in there for a strike. First year with the Phillies. No hits, but he's gotten on base. Here's the 0-1. That one's a fastball that misses. 1-1. His first year with the Phillies, acquired in a trade from the Dodgers. Nope. That one misses, so it's 2-1. 1 plate appearance, it was a walk. Suter's down 2-1. Let's see what he has in store here. And there's a curveball that hits that inside part of the plate, and it's 2-2. There's the pitch. And the slider that misses, so count runs full. So maybe playing a little bit of a change of pace card here for Craig Counsell. Suter not going to overpower anyone. Here's the full count pitch. That's fouled away. We'll do it again. He's going to hit his spots. He's going to keep guys off guard. And we'll get outs, ball in play. He's not going to strike out a ton. Garlick falls another one back. Comes the full count pitch. And was bounced into Narvaez, and another foul ball. And the pitch. And there's a fly ball to deep left field, and that one is out of here. So a pinch hit home run from Garlick. And the Phillies cut into this lead. It's now 5-2. So first home run for Kyle Garlick on the season in a pinch hit form. We provide a little bit of a spark for these Phillies, and that is the first earned run in 15 1/3 that this Brewers bullpen has given up. So that streak is snapped, so time to start a new one here for the Brewers. Look at that pitch right on the inside and up. Goes 402 feet. All 3 of the home runs the Phillies have hit seem to have gone into that exact same spot. Suter getting whiplash on that one. And gives up his first run of the season here. So we'll reset. We'll try it again. And there's a foul ball. So 0-1 on Scott Kingery here. Well, you had to figure the streak was going to end somewhere. Luckily, it was just a solo shot. There's a fly ball to shallow left. Garcia racing in, but he has plenty of time to get under it, and makes the out for out number 2.
The left fielder, number 22, Andrew McCutchen.
Now bring up Andrew McCutchen. Had the RBI double back in the third inning. That got the scoring going for the Phillies. And he hits with nobody on here in the fifth. There's a fastball that misses down, so it's 1-0. One-0 pitch, swing and a miss on the changeup. Got him way out in front. Count's now even here on the Phillies left fielder. Suter working quickly. Here's the pitch. This is inside, 2-1. McCutchen, a little flare over to Braun, but he's there to secure the out. And that'll do it for the Phillies in the fifth. But Kyle Garlick coming off the bench, takes a fastball up and smashes it into the left field seats. And the Brewers, their lead's now just 3.
Your attention, please.
So Jose Alvarez is going to be in now to pitch
Number 52.
for the Phillies.
Alvarez. In hitting for Milwaukee. Number 7.
And with the pitcher's spot up, Eric Sogard is going to be the first one off the bench once again for Craig Counsell. Goes after the first pitch, a little shallow flare to left, and that's down for a base hit. So Eric Sogard sees one pitch, likes what he sees, and gets a base hit. The Brewers in business once again here in the sixth. A little inside-out jam shot. Looks like a line drive in the book, though. And Sogard's on with another pinch hit. I'll bring up Lorenzo Cain. He drives his first pitch to right field, but Harper doesn't have to move too far, and he'll make the catch for out number 1. So 2 pitches, both of them going into play. The Brewers have 1 out.
The right fielder, Christian Yelich.
So Alvarez facing Yelich here again. Gave up the solo home run to Yelich back on Thursday. Pitched the 9th yesterday, gave up 2 runs. And Yelich takes a changeup outside, 0-1. Yelich walked his last at-bat, scored on the Hira double. He scored on the Garcia double. He's quickly down 0-2 here. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Right at the top of the zone, a called strike 3, and there's 2 away here in the 6th.
Up next for Milwaukee.
Must not have expecting fastball.
Keston.
And throws him there. Bullard brings him up. And I'll bring up Keston Hira. And misses outside. 1-0. Hira had the double to right field. His last at-bat. He's quickly gotten his batting average above 300, just like that. A little tapper, but foul. Yeah, we mentioned earlier he's in a 0-for-15 slump, and then ever since then he's just been pouring out the hits. Here's the 1-1, and there is one that's off the glove of Harrison. Keeps in front of him and still make the play to end the inning. So Brewers get a leadoff hit, but Strandham there. And after 5.5, it's 5-2 Milwaukee.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention.
So
please.
JP Fireeisen is
Now
in
pitching for Milwaukee.
his 4th game of the season.
Number
He's got a 1-1
76.
record. Took the win in
JP
opening day and then took the loss on Saturday. And he's going to have a tough matchup to start with as Bryce Harper steps up here in the bottom of the 6th.
Right. Harper.
And that one misses. A little miscommunication as that one goes off the glove of Narvaez. And it's 1-0. That one's ripped down the line, but foul. So Harper just can't find the field of play. Let's put some charges into some balls here today, but just not where they can do any damage. That one misses down low, 2-1. Feyereisen, first year with the Brewers, made his MLB debut. First opening day roster this season. There's the 2-1 to Harper. Just misses down low, 3-1. Feyereisen trying to find the zone here. Here comes the 3-1. Another foul ball. So Harper's been right on him, just can't keep it in play. Falls 2 off. And the count's now full. Here's the full count pitch. Another foul ball. That one is going to go places, but way too foul for that one. Full count pitch once again. Here it is. Another foul ball. Harper hanging in there tough. Feyereisen challenging him here. Looking to get that leadoff out here. Another foul ball. You see they got the big shift on for Harper. No one even in frame for in the outfield on that one. So trying to keep it, the ball inside, trying to get him to pull it. Comes the full count pitch, and that misses. So a leadoff walk for Bryce Harper to start the 6th.
The first baseman, number 17.
So a quick preview of what's to come for the Brewers. They have a 2-game set in Cincinnati starting tomorrow night. Brett Anderson is going to face Trevor Molly, and then it will be Brandon Woodruff versus Trevor Bauer on Tuesday. Then the Brewers have an off day on Wednesday, and they'll play 4 against the New York Mets at home, and then they'll play 4 against these Philadelphia Phillies at home for an 8-game homestand. So hope you'll join us on this YouTube channel, Tucker Comedy. Here's the pitch to Hoskins, and that's foul ball. You like what you're seeing? You think it's kind of cool? Tell some friends about it. Share the links. Let people know about it. Maybe we can get something going here. I don't know what, but we'll try to get something going. This Hoskins is down in the count, 0-1. Bryce Harper over at first. And that one misses as well, so it's 1-1. Alex Claudio, Corbin Burns warming up in the Brewers' pen. Imagine if Feyereisen gets into some trouble here in the 6th after his 3rd batter. He might be heading back to the dugout. Well, we'll see what the young right-hander can do here. 1-1 pitch. It's a fastball that misses. 2-1. Counsell saying this is where my chin, my nose, and my heart are. In that order. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Didn't get him to chase the slider, and Feyereisen falling behind 3-1. On the first baseman for the Phillies, JT Realmuto is on deck. With the 3-run homer yesterday. He's the tying run. Brewers would like to keep that tying run in the on-deck circle as much as possible. Here's the 3-1 from Feyereisen. That's fouled back. So full count. See what Joe Girardi wants Harper to do here. And a full count. Nobody out. Got a pitcher that's struggling to find the zone. Here's the full count pitch. And that's ripped down the line, but foul. Feyereisen getting away with one there. Hoskins almost brought his team within 1. So you can see the bummed look on all the Philly fans behind home plate. Here's the full count pitch again. And there's a pop-up to center field. Kane's got plenty of room. And make the catch for out number 1. So a good battle by Hoskins and Feyereisen. Feyereisen wins that round. And there's one out. JT Realmuto steps up to the plate. 0 for 2 in the game. And like I mentioned, had the 3-run homer yesterday. So you know he's got some pop. You know he can do it with one swing of the bat. Check of Harper over there, and he's in there. So thinking there might be a play on now. And a swing and a miss. Got him out in front of that slider. Fireisen working ahead here. Gregorius is on deck. Williams is in the hole, so might be the last batter for Fireisen. Especially with Claudio warming up in the pen. There's a fly ball to center field, but once again, Kane right there makes the catch, and there's 2 outs. So after a leadoff walk, Fireisen gets the next 2 guys to fly out to center.
The third baseman.
And we'll see what Craig Counsell has in order. If he has Fireisen go after Gregorius here, or... Nope, it doesn't look like he has Claudio warming up. He's got Phelps and Knebel warming up in the bullpen now. And Fireisen, this is going to be his inning here. It's Didi Gregorius in there. He's 1 for 2. And there's a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Girardi giving some signals over there. Letting his third base coach know what he wants to see. And here's the 0-1. And base. Oh, a nice hit. Catch is off the ground, and Braun gets it at first. And that'll do it for the Phillies. So a leadoff walk by Harper. He's stranded. Fireisen gets the next 3 in order. Brewers hold on to their 5-2 lead.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Phillies, number 64, Victor Arano.
So Victor Arano gets the ball here in the top of the 7th. He went 2/3 of an inning yesterday. And he's going to face the hot-hitting Avisail Garcia. He's 3 for 3, 2 doubles, 2 RBIs.
Garcia.
That one misses, 1-0. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Little chopper. Gregorius has it, and he makes the play for the first out of the inning.
The first baseman, number 8, Ryan Braun.
I'll bring up Ryan Braun. He's 0 for 2 on the game. Walked back in the second. Struck out swinging. Had a good battle with Morgan back in the 5th, but wasn't able to win it. See what he can do here against Arano. And there's a slider that's in there for a strike. Dominguez and Stock warming up in the bullpen. Looks like there's a couple of righties warming up for the Brewers there. Probably Phelps and Knebel still. See who Counsell goes to in the bottom of the 7th. There's the 0-1 to Braun. Swings and misses at that slider, out ahead of it. And quickly 0-2. Braun has started every game at first base for the Brewers this season. Staying healthy, that's what they like to see. He takes one outside, 1-2. There's the 1-2. And that one misses up and in, 2-2. So Braun working the count back to his favor. Brewers holding on to a 5-2 lead here. Once again, just putting the ball in play. Haven't had to rely on the home run yet this game. Here's the 2-2 to Braun. He swings and misses. Chases after that one down and away. And that's the second out of the inning.
Now batting, the catcher, Omar Narvaez.
And Narvaez is up to bat. He's 2 for 3. RBI single back in the 5th. He swings and misses at that changeup. 0-1. Here to Narvaez. That misses upstairs. 1-1. Couldn't get him to chase. And the count's even. 1-1. Tried to go back there. That misses. Talk about Braun starting every game at first. Narvaez has started all but one game behind the plate. Actually, it could be said about all the position players. Narvaez is the only one that's gotten a day off from the starting lineup. All the position players have started every game so far. So Council just riding the hot hand early in the season. Here's the 3-1, and that misses, and Narvaez is on with the 2-out walk. So Narvaez getting on for the third time today. They'll bring up Jed Jerko, who's looking for his first hit of the series.
Jed Jerko.
So Jed Jerko has 4 hits on the season. 2 of those are home runs. He's got a runner at first with 2 outs here in the 7th. And that one's down low, 1-0. Brewers looking to add to their lead here. Phillies tried to put a threat in the 7th. Yesterday in the 8th, they put together a pretty good rally, but Corey Knebel was able to shut it down, so they know that these Phillies batters can hit. They can string a few together, and they want to make sure they get enough run, as many runs as possible. Jerko takes a strike. It's 2-1. Narvaez over at first. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That's up and in. 3-1. Arcia on deck. There's the 3-1 pitch. And there's a drive to left center. Williams is going to make the journey over, and he's going to make the catch for the final out of the inning. So, Brewers strand 1, and they still lead 5-2. So Craig Counsell is going to make a double switch here. Let's see what he has in store for the home plate umpire. Pointing to his card, pointing to batters.
These changes for Milwaukee. Now pitching and batting in the 6th spot, number 39, Corbin Burns. Now catching and batting 9, number 9, Manny Pena.
So Corbin Burns is in on the double switch. Manny Pena is in at the catching. He's going to bat in the 9th spot. Corbin Burns moves into the 6th spot. Corbin Burns is quickly up on Nick Williams, 0-2. Burns through the 9th yesterday. Had a 1-2-3 inning. Shut it down in a non-save situation. Also pitched a scoreless 7th on Thursday. There's the 0-2, and that's a changeup that misses 1-2. So Burns, another integral part of this Brewers bullpen. Williams fouls that one away. Bridging the gap to get to Josh Hader in the 9th. So probably see Knebel again in the 8th, possibly, as Williams hits one foul. Umpire knew that was foul before it even landed. Must have ESP or something. There's the 1-2 again, and there's another foul ball. That time he waits for the ball to land, or he calls that one, but he also had to get out of the way so he didn't get a concussion. 1-2 again here, and that's a check swing, but no swing. 2-2 on a pretty good pitch on that outside corner. But home plate umpire says it just misses, and we're at 2-2. And that one misses inside, so a full count here to Nick Williams. Williams is 0 for 1. He walked back in the 2nd. Struck out in the 4th. And that's a called strike 3. Corbin Burns retires his first batter looking.
The batter, number 7.
Good pitch. Must not have thought that one was coming at all.
Harrison.
Didn't even look like he wanted to hit. And Nick Williams is down on strikes, and now bring up the second baseman, Josh Harrison. He takes one in the dirt, 1-0. That'll be the key for the Brewers as the season progresses, is what their bullpen rotation is going to look like. You know, Hader's got the 9th. Knebel, for all intents and purposes, will have the 8th. Oh, and Corbin Burns runs that one in, and that hits Josh Harrison. He's on with 1 out.
For the Phillies, number 12, Neil Walker.
They'll bring up Neil Walker. Started the last 2 games. And he hits that one to left field down for a base hit. So 1 pitch and he's on with a single. And that will bring up the tying run in Scott Kingery. So not messing around. Takes that outside fastball. Pushes it right into left field.
Kingery.
The Phillies have runners at first and second. 1 out. And the top of the order coming up here. Kingery's 0 for 1, has 2 walks, did steal a base. Later scored on the McCutchen double. So Burns looking for a double play ball here, trying to get his team back in the dugout. Here's the pitch, and that's in there for a strike. So start him out with a changeup, tried to keep him off balanced. Tried to get him to ground into that double play. Let's see what Pena wants here. Here's the 0-1. Here's a fastball that misses out. 1-1. Kingery representing the tying run here for the Phillies. Here's the 1-1. There's a ground ball up the middle. Arcia's got it. Flip it over to Hira. And they're only going to be able to get 1, but it's a big out. As there are now runners at the corner with 2 outs.
22, Andrew McCutchen.
So counts is going to go to David Phelps here.
Now
going to give a little change of pace. David Phelps working his 4th game of the season. Only giving up the 1 walk. We'll go righty on righty matchup here. Even though it was righty-righty before, but Counsell just has a good feeling about bringing in Phelps to face off against McCutchen here. So we'll see if his gamble pays off. Runners at the corners. Check with Kingery over there. Phelps might hold runners on a little better than Burns as well. That might be part of the thought process. There's the pitch to McCutchen, and there's a knuckle curve that misses outside. 1-0. Josh Harrison's at third. He was hit by a pitch. Kingery's at first. It's quickly 2-0 on McCutchen. And they definitely want to get their man here. You do not want to see bases loaded with Bryce Harper coming up. So here's the 2-0 to David Phelps. And that's a swing and a miss. McCutchen a little anxious on that one. It's now 2-1. 2-1 offering. Ripped down the line, foul. So Phelps doing a good job battling back. He's evened up the count at 2-2. Here's the break-even pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And the Brewers get out of the inning. So good pitching by David Phelps. Comes in for his 1 batter. Gets McCutchen swinging. The Brewers still have the lead. Seranthony Dominguez is in for his 6th game of the season. He's 0-1. 1 blown save opportunity. 8 strikeouts. But you see that ERA above 6.
Leading off for Milwaukee, the shortstop, Orlando Arcia.
Seranthony, which is just a great name. Pitched last on Thursday, gave up a run in the 9th. And he faces Orlando Arcia to lead off the top of the 8th. And he's quickly up 0-1. And there's a slider that misses out, 1-1. Another good-sized crowd here for this first home series for the Phillies. All 3 games seeing more than 30,000 people. I like seeing that. Now he misses inside, 2-1. 2-1 pitch, and it's a swing and a foul, so it's 2-2. Two-two pitch from Dominguez, and that's a swing and a miss in the dirt. Romuto will complete the out at first, and there's 1 away.
The catcher, number 9, Manny Pena.
Look at your pitcher comparison. They both only go 4 innings, but Velasquez gives up the 4 runs. Same amount of walks. Lauer wins in the strikeout department with 3. As Manny Pena steps up to the plate. Came in on the double switch on Saturday, but didn't see an at-bat. He's 0 for 5 on the season. Got the 1 start. That was last Sunday against the Cubs. As he fouls that one back. Well, Omar Narvaez swinging a hot bat. Kind of talked about how Pena is going to maybe get some more starts this season, but Narvaez swinging a really good bat, so hard to get him in the lineup. The same situation he found himself in last year with Yasmani Grandal in the lineup. There's a fastball inside, so it's 1-2. 1-2 offering to Pena, and that's a swing and a miss. And back-to-back Ks for Dominguez.
The center fielder, number 6, Lorenzo Kane.
Good pitch that Pena just couldn't catch up to. And there are 2 down here in the 8th. Lorenzo Kane now bats. 1 for 4 on the day. And he takes a change outside, 1-0. One 0 offering from Dominguez, and that's in there for a strike. Evens it up at 1. One to Kane, and that's a foul ball. Got a good pitch to hit, just a little behind it. Spoiled it off to the right side. See what he can do with 2 strikes here. And he swings and misses at that one, so Dominguez strikes out the side. And that'll do it for the Brewers in the 8th. Phillies coming up, still trailing by 3.
Leading up for the Phillies, the right fielder, right.
So it looks like Counsell's going to stick with Phelps here in the 8th. Going to let him face Bryce Harper. So misses down low, 1-0. Hader and Knebel warming up in the bullpen. Figure Knebel will be the one that they go to here. Phelps gets into any trouble. If he gets into a lot of trouble, maybe even see Hader come in for a multi-inning save. As Harper swings and misses at that one, 1-1. And Harper's still just struggling here early in the season. Doesn't have a hit in this series. Does have a few walks, but that's all the offense that he's been able to muster here against the Brewers. Swings and misses at that fastball as well, and it's 1-2. So Harper just trying to find himself at the plate, having some early season struggles. Mentioned earlier in the series, he's 0 with runners in scoring position as he takes a curveball in the dirt, and it's evened up at 2. 2-2 pitch from Phelps, swing and a miss, got him chasing on the outside corner, and that is another strike for Phelps. So 2 strikeouts in a row for the righty. And I'll bring up Rhys Hoskins. He's 0 for 3. 3 hits in the series, double, a home run, takes a strike, 0-1. Phelps, the long look into Pena. Here comes the 0-1. There's a curveball that just misses the zone, and it's 1-1. Pitch to Hoskins, that bounces in there, 2-1. So Phelps really trying to get that curveball in there, trying to keep Hoskins off balance. There's the 2-1, and there's a pop-up in foul territory. Hoskins is going to clip through Pena, and Pena's still going to be able to make the out, even with some metaphysical weirdness going on, and there's quickly 2 away.
Now batting, catcher, JT Realmuto.
Now bring up JT Realmuto. He's 0 for 3 on the day. But with a lot of these power hitters that the Phillies have, this is the situation the Brewers want to face them in. Nobody on, couple of outs, got a good run lead. Israel Muto takes a strike. Can't get him to chase the curveball. It's 1-1. And another one that misses, so it's 2-1. Phelps taking a quick walk around the mound, trying to catch his breath. And here he comes with the 2-1 pitch. It's fouled back, so 2-2. There's the 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and Phelps gets his second strikeout of the inning, third strikeout of the game, and the Phillies go down in order. Completed 8, Brewers still up by 3. Christian Yelich is going to lead off the 9th here for the Brewers. He's 0 for 3 on the game.
Yelich.
He's going to face Dominguez, who's in there for his second inning of work. Struck out the side last inning. And starts out Yelich with the ball. Here's the 1-0, and that's a fly ball to left center, but Williams is there with plenty of room, and he has the first out of the inning. So, 4 straight retired by Dominguez.
Now batting.
And I'll bring up Keston Hiura.
Keston Hiura.
Here's 1 for 4, had the double back in the 5th. Just under that 300 mark. He's really battled back, starting to feel that groove now. Here's the pitch from Dominguez, and that misses outside, 1-0. And that one's in there, so it's evened out at 1-1. One pitch to Hiura, that misses upstairs, 2-1. Comes the 2-1 to the Brewers' second baseman, and that just misses on the outside corner, so it's 3-1. Garcia's on deck. He's got 3 hits on the game, and that one misses upstairs, so there's the first base runner that the Brewers have gotten off of Dominguez, and it's a 1-out walk for Hiura.
Number 24, Avisail.
So good approach by Hiura after seeing a few of his colleagues go down swinging. Tries to be a little bit more patient and bring up Avisail Garcia. He's 3 for 4, has 2 RBIs, 2 doubles on the day. And there's a swing and a miss out in front of the changeup, and it's quickly 0-1. 0-1 pitch to Garcia, swings through that fastball, and he's down 0-2. So out in front of the changeup, behind the fastball. Anything in between, you figure Garcia's going to square up here. Let's see what Dominguez has in store here on the 0-2 pitch. And that's a slider. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. Brewers have a 3-run lead. Got 2 in the 4th, 3 in the 5th. Phillies just scored 2 runs. That one misses as well. Scored 1 in the 3rd, 1 in the 5th as well. Brewers are at that Phillies bullpen. He's given up a lot of runs this season. Garcia's worked the count full. See what Hiura's got going over at first. Maybe put him in motion. Stay out of the double play situation. But Garcia's got pretty good wheels. Figure he might be able to leg one out, but we'll see. Misses. So back-to-back walks for Dominguez. And it'll be first and second with Ryan Braun coming up to bat.
The first baseman, number 8, Ryan Braun.
Braun steps in, 0 for 3 on the day. He's got 2 strikeouts. 2 out to center, back in the 4th. Did walk in the 2nd. Pitcher spot is on deck, so we'll see a pinch hitter after Braun here, barring any double play balls. And that's a slider that's in there for a strike. Look at the base runners there. Hero over at second. Had a 1-out walk. Garcia, he just walked as well. Looks like defense playing pretty straight up for Ryan Braun, especially in the outfield. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And that's a pop-up into foul territory. Here, that's Gregorius. And he's going to make the catch for the out. So see who Craig Counsell goes with here after we look at this pitch. Right at the top of the zone. The changeup was way underneath it.
Pinch hitting for the Brewers.
And he's going to go with Brock Holt here.
Brock Holt.
To pinch hit. Holt still looking to get a batting average. Does have an RBI on the season. Had a sac fly on Wednesday. Takes that strike, so it's 0-1. Swings and misses at that fastball. 98 on the radar gun. It's 0-2 on the new Brewer. Brock Holt signing in the offseason. Played his last few years with the Red Sox. Won the World Series with them back in 2018. Here's the 0-2 pitch. He spoils that one. We'll do it again. Here's the 0-2 from Dominguez. There's a fly ball to right field. Harper going back, but he's got room. And he'll make the play to end the inning. So, Brewers get a couple of base runners, but strand them there. We head to the bottom of the 9th. Last call for the Phillies.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please.
I'll bring in Josh Hader for the save. 5th game of the season. He's 3 for 3 in save opportunities. Struck out the side on Thursday to earn the save. Second time he'd done that this season. He's going to face Didi Gregorius here to lead off the 9th.
Third baseman, Didi Gregorius.
Fires a strike in there right down the middle, and Hader's quickly up 0-1. Brewers have 5 runs on 9 hits, no errors. Phillies have 2 runs on just 4 hits. So once again, Brewers pitching, keeping the Phillies in check, not giving up a lot of hits. Therefore, not a lot of runs either. Here's the 0-1. Slider that just misses the bottom of the zone, and it's 1-1. And there's a hit over to Hira, but he's got it. And, throw pulls Braun off the bag, and that will be an error on Hira. And the Phillies get their leadoff man on here in the 9th. So Hira, I think, had plenty of time to make the play. Was a little off balance when he made the throw. It pulled Braun off the bag. The Phillies get a leadoff base runner here. The Philly fanatic trying to get the crowd going. He's got his rally cap on. Crowd bringing a little bit of the noise. Nick Williams up to bat. And that fastball misses up and in, 1-0. So the tying run is on deck. Craig Counsell hoping to keep him there. He's got his closer in there. There's the 1-0 to Williams. There's a slider that is in there, so it's 1-1. It's hard to run on Hader, even though he does have kind of a long delivery. The way he throws it so hard, though, it gets to the catcher really quickly, so can't imagine a lot of guys want to steal on that. And that one's inside 2-1. Not only that, in this situation, you're down 3 runs, so Gregorius doesn't mean much over there right now, and Williams swings at that outside fastball, and it's 2-2. Hader working really quickly here. Here's the 2-2 pitch. He fouls that one back into the netting, and it's 2-2. 2-2 to Williams. Slider in there. Strikeout looking. And that is the hat trick for Williams today. Hader gets his first strikeout of the day.
Number 7.
And there's one out
baseman,
for Josh Harrison. Williams completely frozen on that slider. And there's one out for Josh Harrison. Throws that slider again, 0-1. Harrison got hit by a pitch in the 7th, but wasn't able to score. There's the 0-1. Foul ball, 0-2. Hader up right away on Josh Harrison. See what he comes back with here. Keep him off balance or the heat. Goes upstairs with the 2-seamer, and it's 1-2. So tried to get him to chase upstairs. Wasn't able to do it, so count moves to 1-2. There's the 1-2 to Harrison, and that hits him. And Josh Harrison gets hit for the second time this game. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
The pitcher, Serenity.
Tries to work him inside. A little too inside, and that one hits Harrison. Now the tying run is up to bat. It's going to be a pinch hitter
Your attention,
for
please.
Joe Girardi.
Pinch hitting for the Phillies. Number 73, Davey Grullo.
That'll be Davey Grullo. He's batting .500 on the season. Has an RBI. He's in there to face Hader in the 9th. Fouls off the slider. It's 0-1. Julian trying to keep this inning going for the Phillies here. Here's the pitch. Another foul ball, so he's right on these pitches here from Hader. Hader's up 0-2. This is the guy he wants right here. Here's the 0-2. Check swing. They're going to check if he went, and he did. And that is a strikeout for Hader. So 3 pitches by Hader. So you look at that one way inside. Julian could not hold up.
Kingery
goes around. And there are 2 outs, and it's Scott Kingery, who's the last hope for the Phillies, with 2 outs and 2 on in the 9th inning. Kingery, the tying run at the plate. Here's the pitch from Hader, and that's in there for a strike. Looked like it was a little inside, but got enough of the plate as it went by, and it's 0-1. Pitch from Hader, fouled away. So 0-2, Phillies down to their last strike. Phillies fans coming to their feet, trying to keep the energy going, trying to keep this game alive. Here's the 0-2, ripped down the line. He was right on that slider. Kingery is hanging tough here. So Hader got away with that one. Here comes the 0-2 once again. Check with the runner at second. Here's the pitch. Just a bit inside. Misses on the inside corner. And it's 1-2 on Kingery. The 1-2 from Hader. This is upstairs, 2-2. Andrew McCutchen is on deck. He's the go-ahead run. Hader needs to get Kingery here. Secure this victory. Secure the sweep. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Hader gets him swinging. And that will do it for this one. Brewers get the sweep. They've won 5 straight. Hader strikes out the side once again after a walk or a hit batter and a guy who reached on air. He gets his 4th save of the season. And the Brewers have won 5 straight. They sweep the Phillies here in Philadelphia, and they will head to Cincinnati, still in first place in the division. Got to look at Brett Suter there. He came in the 5th. Looks like he's going to be in line for the win. And Joe Girardi's team has lost 8 straight games after winning their first 2 on the season. Look at the line there. 5 runs, 9 hits for the Brewers. They did have the error in the 9th by Hira. Philadelphia, 2 runs on the 4 hits. Suter takes the win. Vince Velasquez gets the loss. Josh Hader secures the save. Avisail Garcia coming around, 3 for 4, 2 doubles, 2 RBIs in the Brewers' victory. So, Brewers head to Cincinnati on a 5-game winning streak. They sweep the Phillies, and they are riding high right now. So that will do it for us here in Philadelphia. Thank you so much for watching along.
Thank you.
Remember to subscribe to the channel, tell everyone you know, and we'll see you tomorrow in Cincinnati. It will be Brett Anderson versus Tyler Mahle. We'll hope to see you there. Good night, everyone.